everyone. Today we are doing a fall cake mix cookie collab with the Inger Chronicles. The playlist will be in the description below. Let's show you what we are doing for our cake mix cookies. We have made cake mix cookies before, but because number one, we're doing this for a collab, and number two, we're doing it for fall and trying to change up some of the recipes, I'm trying not to go off of the actual cake mix cookie recipe that we have and just kind of play around with other cake-like cooking, baking techniques that we have had. So I did at least look up on the internet that canned pumpkin can actually replace the egg in a cake mix. And I do know that with several cake mix recipes I've seen, you do sometimes reduce like the water and the oil amount. So we literally, just for starters for now, are going to start with 1 can of pumpkin. All these cans are 15 ounces. And 1 Betty Crocker Super Moist Spice Cake mix. Here's what it looks like with just the cake mix and just the pumpkin. I almost want to try 1 test batch to see how it turns out, and if it doesn't, I'm going to add the 1/4 cup of oil. Because again, from experience, you usually cut the oil in half and the liquids in half so that you can actually roll out the cake mix instead of being like a liquid in a pan. So we're going to try this and see if just this works. And if it doesn't, then we can add the oil to it. There's the first 2 testers before they go in the oven. Also, we are baking at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. Here's how they look immediately out, well, not immediately, been cooling for like a minute or so out of the oven. And here's what they look like broken apart. I am going to go ahead and add the oil. Test batch number 2. Now all we have is 1 cake mix, a 1/4 cup of oil, and 1 can of pumpkin. Here is trial number 2. I mean, obviously not having egg is going to give it a different texture with just using pumpkin. But we are fine with that because that's kind of what we wanted. We just wanted pumpkin in it, and we wanted to mix the pumpkin and the spice mix to make something really yummy.
I want to ice the cookies.
Oh, that's good.
Rebecca put in the what did you
Cake
put in?
mix.
Yeah, Rebecca put in the cake mix. Madeline
Try.
put in, or Madeline stirred. I want to ice.
We're all gonna roll more out and ice them.
Ice them. Ice.
So gonna get hit with copyright. Alright, these are really good. So we're gonna go ahead and roll out another batch. So, a tip that we do, spray your hands with butter cooking spray, and it keeps your hands from getting sticky while doing this. But yeah, adding a little bit of oil added a little bit more texture to it. Again, it's gonna be different if you don't use egg, but I turned away for a minute and now they're gone. Now that cookies have had time to cool, plenty of time to cool, I could have put them on a cooling rack. I just am kind of tight on time, space, and space in general right now. Chubby. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to ice it with this whipped cream cheese frosting. I'm not a white frosting person. I prefer the whipped cream cheese frosting. So we're going to use this to make little sandwiches. So that is it for our cake mix cookie recipe, how we do it. You could substitute and do eggs instead or just add pumpkin to it, but that's just kind of how we wanted to do it. And you probably could also bake them to where a little bit harder, but we kind of like that they're a little bit soft, right? Right. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.